Hi Pisces, Pisces placement. Welcome to Pisces Tarot and Advice, and welcome to your daily reading. So let's see what's going on for you today whenever you come across this message. What you need to know for your highest good. Stay tuned for your December monthly, and then I'll also do a 2026 forecast for Pisces in the coming, I don't know, maybe next few days or maybe a week or so. So watch this space. Okay, let's see what's going on for Pisces today. What does Pisces need to know about today? What can they expect? What do they need to know? All right. Let's see. Overall energy, we have the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords can talk about a hard-fought battle. Okay, it's winning, but it's like, was it really worth it? It's when something kind of goes a bit too far. It could also come up in the energy of bullying, someone who just wants to be right no matter what, no matter the cost. It could also be where you're told as advice, this is like, don't back down. Don't back down, see it through. Like whatever happens, happens, you have to see this through, right? Something like that is what I'm getting with the Five of Swords. We have the Hermit, Virgo energy, the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and the Empress, interesting, Taurus and Libra energy. So there's an opportunity to level up here, to go from the Queen of Pentacles to the Empress energy. Male or female, doesn't matter. And it has to do with observing, learning a lesson, applying a lesson. And for some Pisces, this lesson will be where you would usually let things slide. Now, for you to call it out. Look, King of Cups, this is your lesson. Calling something out. Demanding information, demanding the truth, not backing down, whatever that means to you, however that applies to your situation. And if you apply the lesson, because it has to do with self-love, self-worth, self-respect, then there is a level up that is happening here. It leads to growth, it leads to abundance, it leads to increase in your finances, it leads to your health improving, okay? Overall level up. So, if you would normally take the blame for something just to keep the peace, or just to like, okay, yeah, okay, my bad, I'm sorry, let's move on. Today you're saying, no, that wasn't me, right? If you're uncomfortable with doing what other people do in terms of playing the blame game, because to you it's like, what does it matter? What does it matter who did what or whose fault it is? Let's just focus on fixing it and move on. That's your attitude. But I feel like there's people in your environment that have been taking advantage of that and just putting everything on you, blaming you for everything, because you never say no, or you never push back, or you never bite back. And I understand your reasons and your motives, Pisces, and they are honorable, but this is linked to a lesson of, do you know your worth? Do you respect yourself? And if you do, you have to show other people how to treat you, what's okay, what's not okay. And that means speak up, bite back. We can be diplomatic, but sometimes that backfires because it's taken as weakness, or we're being taken advantage of, because we're uncomfortable calling things what they are, okay? And today is all about that complete truth, calling things what they are, biting back, not backing down, because it's linked to a lesson for you that you've seen, you've kind of learned, but you need to apply. Okay, it needs to show in your behavior. So if this has been, I just see a situation where you keep taking the high road, but it never gets resolved. You may move past for, temporarily past the upset, but then it keeps coming back. Because why? Because there's a pattern there, because it's linked to a lesson for you, and it's something you need to see, learn, and then integrate to really break that pattern, right? And it doesn't mean, because like I said, this won't lead to destruction, endings, chaos. Whatever does end as a result of this was outdated in your life anyway. You've outgrown that situation a long time ago. You've outgrown that relationship, that friendship, or that person was never really your friend. That person was never really close to you. They never really trusted you. They never really respected you, right? So this is a calling of what is not okay, what is not right, what is not fair, whatever it is that you don't deserve, okay? Um, but it can also lead to the deepening of current connections, the deepening of whatever partnerships, interactions, whatever this is, because we're finally honest with each other. We're finally hitting the nail on the head, calling something what it is, so that we can just talk about what the real problem is, what the root cause is, and finally fix it. Okay, so that's how this is coming up. All right. Okay. And it applies a lot of different ways. You know, people who gaslight you, make you doubt yourself to the point where you feel like, well, maybe it was me. Maybe I messed up. Maybe I didn't understand it. Maybe I didn't, whatever. When you know Pisces in your heart, you're like, no, I don't think that was me. Like, I don't. And it's not about, I know to you it's a little uncomfortable. I'm a Pisces sun, so I know the feeling. It's uncomfortable to say, no, you said that. Because you said that, that's why I did that. Right? I putting it on someone else and kind of really calling it out, really. Because maybe your first impulse is to say, maybe there was some misunderstanding, as opposed to saying, you gave me the wrong information. But that's what that person does to you. Do you see what I'm saying? So you're not on the same page. You're not really talking about the issue. They're talking about whatever they're talking about in their head that you're to blame for. You're trying to keep the peace and dance around the issue, and it never gets resolved. Do you see what I'm saying? All right, let's see. What else can Pisces expect today? So that is the main thing to take away from today's reading, Pisces. Let's see. What else can Pisces expect today? We have the Star. We have the Three of Swords and the Seven of Cups with the Four of Pentacles. For some of you, I'm seeing missing someone, and you can flip the roles if it applies, if you're dealing with a Pisces, or the roles are flipped. I'm seeing missing someone, longing for someone, or them you. There's a lot of online connection, online communication. This person is someone at a distance, physical distance. Okay, they're far away from you at this time. For others of you, you could have a dream of someone who's passed on. That keeps coming up in Pisces readings, at least recently. And it has to do with you receiving some sort of comfort or guidance or closure or whatever it is. It leads to healing. For others of you, I see you may have to cancel plans with someone, or they're canceling plans with you. It'll be disappointing, but I see some sort of alternative provided. Hey, I can't do this. I'm really, really sorry, but I can do this next week. How about that? Does that work for you? So they're not just canceling plans. They want to go through with whatever the plan is for. They're just tied up somewhere else. They can't get out of something else. For someone, they're just having a really bad mental health day. So it's like, I just can't get myself to do this today. I'm really sorry. But again, they want to see you, and they're going to offer you some sort of alternative. If this is like a meeting or an interview that gets postponed, they will give you several options to choose from. Interview or appointment, or something will go ahead. It may be just rescheduled with this energy. I do see a situation where you know what the right thing to do is. You know what you want to do, but you're kind of afraid of what other people are going to think and feel about it. And this is your message, Pisces, with the Five of Swords, to say this is your opportunity, your idea, your wish, your desire, and it's really important to honor it, regardless of what other people are going to think and feel about it. Because I feel like for the most part, what you're imagining people will say about it is not really true. Is coming from some sort of insecurity of yours, or people pleasing or stuff like that. So this is telling you, do what you wish to do. It'll work out. It'll be fine. People won't have an issue with it, or it won't be that big of a deal. Or this is telling you, why do you care so much? Why do you care about what other people think? so much that you would push away a really good opportunity for yourself. You know, some things to ask yourself if that is the case. It doesn't have to be. I do see long distance connections taking place here. Um, Even long distance relationships, like romantic wise, or making a friend with someone from long distance. I see like pen pal energy. I don't know if people still have pen pals because everything's online these days, but you understand what I'm saying. Okay. Aquarius energy could be significant for you. I see someone getting cold feet, or right before some sort of big happy event or potential happy conclusion, you know, like, okay, my house is finally selling, or it's time to start making plans for the wedding. It's time to start making plans to move in, move out, right? Um, it's time for me to say if I accept this job and I'm going to change my job or not. Something's like real, and I see someone pausing, hesitating, doubting, am I doing the right thing? Um, the Hermit with the star tells you that whatever you're looking at and entertaining and contemplating, it is the right thing for you. Okay, you have the star here and you have the star in the Hermit's hand. You have found the right thing. This is the right thing. Okay, and maybe that's what you need to fight for. Maybe that's what you need to overcome your own fears, doubts, and anxieties to pursue. It doesn't have to be that we have to fight with people, right? Sometimes, most of the time, actually, we just kind of fight with ourselves. Okay. What else for Pisces? We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Tower and the King of Swords with the King of Pentacles. I do see you're going to be given the choice or the option to speed something up, because you're going from the Knight to the King of Pentacles, and the Tower with the King of Swords is the offer, the conversation, the opportunity. So this could be a manager telling you, hey, I could promote you right now. There's a promotion going. I want to put you forward for it. And you're like, well, I don't know. I was planning that to happen in a couple of years, or, something like that. So maybe that's also linked to this event over here, where you thought something was going to take longer than what it's actually taking. And it's like, you don't have to wait for that, Pisces. That's available to you right now. Do you want to start the process? And you're like, whoa, hold on. Let me think about it. Hold on, right? That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, something, you're being given the option to speed something up, to skip a few steps. You don't have to wait in line. You don't have to wait that long for this. Do you want to go now? Do you want to do this now? Right? The Tower is immediate. And you're like, whoa, wait a minute. I don't know. Let me think. Like, yes, it's what I want, but I don't know. Can I do this? Like, I haven't mentally prepared for it. Like, that's the energy that I'm seeing here. But again, this is the same thing where it's like, it's what you want. It's a wish come true for you. It is something you hoped for, wanted. You just thought it was further ahead in time for you, if that makes any sense. So there is some sort of true, real, you can do it now, Pisces. What do you say? Type of conversation. And if you get the butterflies, because I'm seeing butterflies, remember that fear and excitement feel the same in the body. Okay? So if you're feeling, oh my God, this makes me feel afraid, it's how we name things. It's labels with our brains. If you're telling yourself you're afraid and then you go, well, wait a minute, maybe that means I shouldn't do it. We start overthinking, right? But what if you looked at it as, well, is it fear or is it excitement? Because it feels the same, right? So maybe that's something you should ask yourself. And at the end of the day, your question, the main question should be, do I want this? Because if it is, that's all you need to know. You just need to go, right? Okay. For those of you, there is a change to a contract, a change to terms and conditions. I don't know if this is an extension of a deadline for some of you, or change in the amount you pay for a plan or a service or something. You're renegotiating, rediscussing, upgrading, downgrading things with this energy as well. For others, I feel like you're going to be exiting a contract early. For some, you may have to pay that early exit fee. For others of you, I feel like that will be waived for some reason. It could be something to do with relocation for some of you. A big loan could be approved. A mortgage could be approved. What else for Pisces? We have the Page of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Emperor. Wow. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, look. Approvals. Yes. Yes, answer. Something to do with a contract, something to do with an official decision with the Emperor, Six of Pentacles. Something is granted to you, approved to you. This is something you requested, asked for, applied for, submitted something towards, and it's approved for you. It's a yes answer. Wish fulfillment. Ace of Cups. It could be a new job that makes more money, where you're going to be making more money. Or approval to change the plan you're on. And now you're going to be left with more money in your bank account because you're going to be paying less for that plan. Or approval to do with a living situation, whether it's, moving, renting, buying, okay, new home, new living space, new living situation. Someone could be, whether you're discussing it or making plans for it or it's happening, but there's something where someone's moving in and it's splitting bills, splitting responsibilities. An Aries in particular, doesn't have to be. I also see recognition, true recognition from a figure of authority, which can be patriarch, matriarch, manager, the head of something, an important figure in the community, whatever it is, and there's recognition, praise in a public forum. I also see receiving a thank you email or message, like a heartfelt thank you. For those of you, this could be a card. This could be, or a card on a bouquet of flowers, or a little card with a gift, or, like I say, somewhere written, Page of Swords. And it's a thank you, heartfelt thank you, with this energy. Or heartfelt apology as well, if there has been any sort of chaos or conflict. This could also be a happy outcome in a situation where you've had to hold your ground. And with the Page of Swords, you may have pushed back and said, this is the information I was given, and this is what I acted on, right? I didn't just make up stuff in my head. This is what I was given. This is what I based my decisions on my actions and whatnot. And then whoever this is, the authority figure, if it's manager, if it's police, if it's head of whatever, or then they go, maybe even your partner or spouse, if there's been that kind of clash, right? And then they go, I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Or I'm sorry, you may even get an apology like, yes, I sent you the wrong thing. Yes, I said the wrong thing. Yes, I forgot. I agreed to this. I'm sorry, I said you made it up in your head. There's really like a healing and a deep healing and a deepening. And it has to do with saying the truth and calling things what they are, not dancing around the topic, okay? There could be a new person that you're meeting at this time. I feel like you're going to be you're going to be very interested in them. They're going to be very interested in you. I feel like it's either mutual, or this is someone you caught their eye and they're very curious about you. And I see it for some of you, it is romantic. For others, to do with work. For others, to do with your business and things you post and things you promote. But you may get messages or phone calls or emails from someone saying, I'm a fan of your work, or I like what you did here or there. They want to get to know you better. They want to get to know what you're about, what you're looking for. They could have some sort of proposition for you in terms of work, collaboration, sponsorships, or romance type of thing. But someone is really looking into who you are, and they're researching, whether this is background checks with the Emperor and the Page of Swords for some sort of new job. Could be that. But for others of you, this could also be some sort of performance review, or unofficial type of, I've been keeping my eye on Pisces for quite some time. I'm really impressed with their work. a happy outcome to something where someone's had to review your work, something you submitted, paperwork, application, and they really had to like go in, review, do a thorough search, do a thorough review, and you're getting really positive feedback from that, or a happy outcome. Okay. Let's see. What else for Pisces? The Two of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. Wow. With the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this can talk about job change, relocation, travel, long distance things, interactions, deliveries, dealing with foreign lands, foreign cultures, foreign languages at this time as well. A big change, a fast change, going from the Knight of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands. That's very fast. Wow, look, we have Pentacles and Wands. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands. So something is definitely speeding up. I feel like you could be reaching some sort of financial goal today, like you've been saving for something. If it's a gift, if it's a trip, if it's a vacation, if it's a house thing, if it's whatever. You could be reaching that goal today. Someone could be helping you and pitching in. Someone could be giving you a little gift of money, and that puts you over the line and helps you reach your goal, okay, with the Ten of Cups. For those of you, you're definitely planning a trip to see family, planning a trip with family, planning a trip to meet up with someone you've been talking to long distance maybe. Planning some sort of romantic getaway for some of you. People are pitching in for someone's gift with this energy. And it could be to pay for someone's ticket so that they can attend this reunion, or they can join the vacation, the holiday, the family plans, whatever that is, right? There is definitely something new coming in that you're contemplating. Am I ready to do this? Do I really want to do this? Because it does involve you leaving something behind that you've been familiar with for quite a long time. You're more than ready to do this, okay? If you're receiving this opportunity now, it's because you're ready for it now. You might not think so or feel like it, but that's where you need to look at. Like, why do I feel like I'm not ready? Because this is someone sitting with you telling you, you could do this right now if you wanted to, Pisces. The numbers are there. Everything adds up. So it's very exciting. Here's the level up. Yeah, it's very exciting. And you may have to conquer, if not other people, your fears, your doubts, your insecurities. The fear of change, stepping out of your comfort zone. Okay. There's also an invitation coming your way. It would involve travel, whether it's short distance or long distance. There's an invitation to a reunion, to an event, to go on a date, some sort of happy situation, to go meet someone's family with this energy, to go catch up with an old friend, family member. Very, very happy times. Very positive reading, Pisces. So we have the snowflake, really cute and cool snowflake, if I can talk. So it could be first snow where you are, or it could be snowing where you are, and that's your confirmation. For those of you, this talks about a unique opportunity, something just for you, confirming. Okay, and if that's not enough, we have a bird, but it kind of also looked like a fish to me. So message, communication, something unexpected with the bat. Quick, unexpected, from obscurity. So you could be hearing from someone you haven't heard from in a long time. There could be a lot of messaging back and forth with someone, whether it's someone you know or someone new. There's also some sort of opportunity that you're told about, and then you're told, we're just doing this for you. Don't tell anybody else, because we're not going to offer this to anybody else. I do see that as well. Okay. We have a little mushroom here. So mushrooms could be significant to you. Maybe you like mushrooms. You're cooking with mushrooms. You're picking mushrooms. I don't know. But it's something, whatever you're starting, or planting things, gardening, but whatever you're starting, it's something that starts off small and then it just explodes in your life. This is the increase. This is the glow up. Okay, this is the level up that we're talking about. A little seed that's going to take off quickly, expand, grow quickly. Okay. We have the dragonfly. Dragonflies could be significant for you, or confirmation. And again, we have this quickness, this flutter, this quickness. You may need to give someone a quick response. You may need to act on something really quickly. And again, your intuition is going to tell you to go for it. Your intuition is going to say you're going to get excited about it. And then you'll start overthinking. So try to keep an eye on that. We have the ram here. So the energy of Aries is significant with the emperor and the ram. But this is also an energy of the Five of Swords. Be stubborn about this. See it through. Fight for it. Don't give up that easy. Don't take no for an answer. Or don't turn down offers and opportunities because you're worried what other people are going to think. Who cares? I mean, not being funny, but really, who cares? We have the Om symbol here. So focus on your spirituality. I'm also seeing meditation, breathing exercises that may help you. With stress, managing stress, lowering stress. But I also see this as this unexpected development, this unexpected offer or opportunity, again, to speed something up, will bring a lot of peace to your life. It is a blessing. It's short-lived chaos for long-term peace. So maybe it goes back into the pre-shuffle. Short-lived chaos, where you're calling someone what it is, like calling something what it is. No, you did that, not me, right? Short-lived chaos, because it's going to get you all worked up about it, because you're uncomfortable to have this conversation and to call someone out, right? Short-lived chaos for a long-term peace, because maybe they go, I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Or if they keep at it and they turn to a bully, then you cut them off. And you have long-term peace because you don't have to deal with that person ever again because they were just creating negativity and chaos in your life. Do you see what I mean? And then we have the bird perched on a little branch. You could be seeing birds today. Birds could be your confirmation. Birds could be bringing you messages. I'm seeing robins, so tying in with messages from passed on loved ones. Reassurance, comfort. They're telling you to go ahead. Maybe you're praying for a message. Maybe you're praying for, a sign from someone who's passed on, or your spirit guides with the hermit, or your angels. You're going to get it. It's in the form of something to do with birds or feathers or bird song or messages in music, anything auditory. Okay. We have a little toy horse here. So, I don't know, that could be literal messages for someone. Maybe you're buying a toy for someone. Could herald news of pregnancy with the Empress as well, or someone giving birth. Maybe someone's giving birth ahead of time, right? And that's what that is with the King of Swords. That could be a doctor. Tower, Knight of Pentacles. I have another couple of weeks to go, technically. My due date isn't for another 2-3 weeks, a month. I don't know. Everything will work out. Don't worry. You're in good hands. But that could be what's happening here. And if it's not you, because it doesn't apply to everybody, it could be someone close to you, someone in your family, right? Something like that. And we have the bird here, so more birds. Good news and messaging and communication about an addition to the family growing, expanding, the family getting together, meeting up, reconciling, or having some sort of reunion with someone where there's been distance, whether that means literal distance or in communication, or your ability to connect with one another. This could just be, taking time to really sit down and connect with someone, really sit down and have a heart-to-heart, if it's family, friend, your partner, your spouse, and just kind of sparking that connection, that heartfelt bond. It's a really pleasant day. But it has to do with you speaking up, standing up, asking for what you want, not backing down, not making excuses and explanations. This is what I want, okay? Or this is not what I want. Okay, we have cup of tea, patience and reassessment. So They could be having a cup of tea with someone. You could be having drinks with someone. Or again, this is a catch up. This is a get together. Whether it's in person or virtual. But we have patience reassessment. Something, again, I just get this energy of something you thought was going to take a while, or you expected was going to take a while, or you were told it was going to take a while, or you told yourself, I'm not going to look at this for a couple of years. There's an opportunity to speed that up, and you have to reassess your plans, your goals, And we have Earth, peace and grounding. Beautiful energy with all the butterflies. Transformation, growth, planting seeds, definitely. Creating peace in your life, whether it means getting closer to someone because the truth is spoken and everybody can finally discuss what the root issue is and address it and correct it, or peace because someone who does not want to work with you and they like you being the scapegoat for everything and they like kind of taking everything out on you, gets removed from your life, or you remove them from your life. Let's again call it what it is. Lots of peace. Lots of peace. Earthworm, clarity and rumination. And this is telling you again, don't overthink something. You will know. You will have messages. You will have confirmation. Crystal clear thinking. Clear quartz is significant. Maybe meditate with clear quartz, asking for clarity. But you're getting clarity from whatever this reassessment is. And then it's time to plant the seed. And again, something that has been bubbling under the surface is finally talked about. Hit the nail on the head. Finally talked about. And it brings clarity and peace, however that works out for you. All right, so Pisces, that's what I'm seeing for today. Very nice reading. I'm looking forward to your thoughts and your feedback. Yeah, have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.